J7SR Bricks coming at you today with set 75353, 608 pieces. It is the Endor Speeder Chase, 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi set. Check that thing out. Nothing on the sides. This side's got a little, kind of like an alt build version of the set. We've got the Princess Leia minifigure on top there. Not really anything on the bottom. The back on this box is actually really interesting because it kind of shows you different ways you can arrange this set. So where Luke is about to chop off the steering vanes of the speeder bike in the movie, there's the scene from the movie where they're side by side, and then they recreate that in the set. And then you've got the dimensions of the set, 11 inches wide by 8 inches tall. So that's pretty cool that they're already showing you alternate ways which this diorama can be set up. I like that. Let's go ahead and build it. And dump. Oh, look at that. Right away I can see they've squinged up my instruction manual. It's a white instruction manual. This one is more vertical. There may be paper bags, but there's not, but there could have been. Some information about the set in here, pictures from the movie and production. And then we've got a little scout trooper guiding us through our journey of building this set. New Lego piece, look at that. Ferns, those are cool. And you can stack them to make really dense foliage. That looks super cool. All right, kicking it off with the Scout Trooper. Check this guy out. Pretty cool Scout Trooper minifigure. He's got his little Scout Trooper blaster. I love the helmet on this guy. He's got the back printing. He's got black arms because the last Scout Troopers we got were with the Hoth and they had gray arms. Got a frowny face under here. No second face because you should never take the Scout Trooper helmet off. Ah, so much better. Next up, we've got Luke Skywalker and his camo poncho. I really wish they had done little cloth ponchos for these guys, but apparently that's too much to ask for. So we got the poncho kind of printed on the body of the minifigure here and on the back, nothing on the side. Yeah, it's all right. Of course, Luke, so he's got his black mechanical hand there with the lightsaber hilt. And we've got frowny face Luke Skywalker face. And we've got smirky face Luke Skywalker face. But you know what? These Endor Rebel helmets are just way too cool to take off. So we're going to leave that on there because that's super cool looking. Look at that. And lastly, we've got Princess Leia in her Endor outfit. Again, it's printed and not an actual cloth one, which would have been really cool, but whatever. She also has the cool Endor helmet on there. She's got one face where she is concentrating on driving that speeder. And she's got a second face where she's getting woken up with a teddy bear with a spear. And here is the set. I took one of these speeder bikes off to show you. They're a little different. So this one's got a slanted seat so that you can sit Luke on it. The other one does not. The other one has just got some flat pieces on the back here. These are really cool speeder bikes. I like the way that these look. Very nice. And then they do come on these little trans clear pieces which tilt them over. They're kind of tilted over a little more than they look like they are in the pictures. Now I mentioned the tilt because the last speeder bikes we got were for the Hoth sets with the battle pack with the snowtroopers. And these actually have the piece that fits between the snowtrooper legs to keep them on there. These bikes have nothing, so you really need to arrange the character sitting on the front so they're holding on because otherwise they're just going to slide right off, because they're tilted at quite an angle when you put them on the set. It's that angle, and they will slide right off the side if it's not holding on. Now Luke is a little different because Luke actually studs in here, so he's fine. But Leia and the Scout Trooper, yeah, they will just slide right off. All right, so we got the Star Wars plaque on here. We've got the quote from Return of the Jedi.
Quick, jam their comm link, center switch.
Maybe not the quote I would have picked for this scene, but there you have it. There you can see the Scout Trooper. He's hanging on by one hand because he's got his blaster in the other hand. He would definitely not be on there if he wasn't hanging on. And you can see Leia and Luke in the background there. Leia's got the same issue. Luke is, of course, studded on, so he's fine. Minor complaints with the speeder bike design aside, this is a super cool set. The only other negative thing I'm going to say is, again, 608 pieces, $80. It's overpriced, but that's Lego in 2023. Everything's overpriced. We do got the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi plaque. This one is actually studded onto the set, unlike the Super Star Destroyer midi scale. So that's cool. I do love those new fern pieces. I love how dense it makes the entire set look. Like it's just a lot of foliage on there. It's really cool. It's all just flat black around the bottom frame. It's actually set in, so that's kind of cool. You get 3 of these nougat colored plates, and they're set down in. The trees are pretty cool. Of course, just kind of representative of the redwood trees that are in the movie. For the giant Endor trees, these just, cut off because they're just there for the scenery. But they do look really cool. I do like the way that they did them. The foliage is what makes this set, though. That's super cool looking. There you go. That is the Endor Speeder Chase. And I do like it. I do think it looks really awesome. It's going to look good on my shelf. It's just slightly overpriced, and you got just a couple of technical issues with the bikes there. I don't think that looks like what the picture on the front of the box looks like. Do you? That makes it look like they're not tilted over that far. But there is no way to make them tilt less because of the pieces they use. So that's kind of what you get. Either that, or you could take off the top piece on that trans clear rod and just stick the speeder bike on the rod and have it straight up and down. But that's your only other choice. And then, of course, you can rearrange these like it shows on the box. You have Luke attacking the Scout Trooper, or you can have them side by side shooting at each other. So that's pretty cool. All right, guys, you know the drill. Once again, my name is Jay. This is 7-Star Bricks. Go ahead and give us a like and subscribe. If you don't mind, leave a comment down below. It helps with the terrible YouTube algorithm. And consider subscribing to us on Patreon. It would help us out immensely by letting us get new sets to review for you. Until next time.